Federer retained his Australian Open crown in Melbourne the following year to take his Grand Slam title haul into double figures. His opponent was Chile's Fernando Gonzalez. He was appearing in his first Grand Slam final. He had no answer to Federer's precision and placement. 2 sets up, the Swiss served for the championship. Federer became the first man since Federer in 1980 to win a Grand Slam without dropping a set. He also became the first man to win 3 Grand Slam titles at 3 different tournaments.
About play Roger, the most difficult thing is he makes you think too much, you know. I mean, you're well thinking, and when you think too much, you can make mistakes. Because you don't never know if he's going to come in, he's going to stay back, he's going to defend you. I mean, he makes a lot, and that's why he's a really good player.
At the 2008 Beijing Olympics, Federer carried the flag for his country for the second time. He'd failed to win a medal in 2000 and 2004. But this time he and Stanislav Wawrinka triumphed. Successful in the men's doubles against Sweden's Simon Aspelin and Thomas Johansson. Just weeks after that gold medal success, Federer created history at Flushing Meadow, New York, winning his 5th successive US Open. Only Americans Pete Sampras and Jimmy Connors had won the title 5 times, but neither had done so consecutively. Federer's win over Britain's Andy Murray gave him his 13th Grand Slam, just 1 behind the record held by Sampras. And the American was resigned to Federer not just equaling his achievement, but overtaking him.
I don't think anyone really scares him. I think he respects everyone, but I don't think he has that fear from anyone except maybe Nadal on clay.
Ironically, his attempt at number 14 came at the tournament that had proved to be his nemesis, the French Open, the only Grand Slam he'd yet to win. Federer himself was confident, but the spectre of Pete Sampras' record began to loom large.
The whole records thing is, you know, being brought up again, and that's always very nice, you know, but at this stage, right before the tournament, I'm more concentrated just of getting through the early rounds and hopefully finding the groove.
And he did, reaching the final for the 4th successive year. He'd lost the previous 3 to Nadal, but this time the defending champion had been knocked out in the 4th round. Federer faced Nadal's conqueror, Sweden's Robin Söderling. Nadal's absence seemed to inspire Federer. He used the drop shot to good effect to take the first set 6-1. He closed out the second set on a tiebreak with an ace. Exactly 10 years after his debut at the tournament, Federer finally ended his Paris review, becoming only the 3rd man in the Open era to win all 4 majors, and of course beat Pete Sampras' record.
The weight made it even more special once I was able to really get the win at Roland Garros. The feeling was quite different to all the other slams I've ever won. And looking back, it was probably one of my most emotional wins in my career.
Less than a month later at Wimbledon, Pete Sampras was at centre court as Federer attempted to break his Grand Slam record. He met Andy Roddick, the American who defeated at the same stage twice before. For the 3rd year running, Federer was involved in a 5-set final. He broke Roddick's serve for the first time in the final set to win 16-14 and clinched that historic 15th Grand Slam.
It's not really one of those goals you set, you know, as a little boy, but I don't know, it feels amazing, you know, but this is not why I'm playing tennis, to break all sort of different records, but it's definitely one of the greatest ones to have.
To be there was pretty cool. I'm not bitter, you know, by any means. If anything, I'm amazed at what this guy's been able to do, being so consistent.
And he made it Grand Slam number 16, winning the Australian Open for the 4th time in 2010, defeating Britain's Andy Murray in straight sets. The victory made him the first male to win 3 different Grand Slams on 4 occasions. Roger Federer's outstanding career has made him one of the most recognisable figures in tennis or any sport. A champion, a genius, the greatest player to play the game.
He's a gentleman, he's a fine man, he's a great role model for tennis. The way he plays tennis, the way he treats everybody else, his composure on the court.
A serial winner, not least at Grand Slams. The complete player.
If you look at Roger, you'll say, okay, does he have the best serve in the world? No. Does he have the best forehand in the world? No. Does he have the best backhand in the world? No. Does he have the best volleys in the world? Well, no. But everything is probably in the top 3, top 4 of players, maybe of all time. So you put that all together and you've got an unbelievably good player.
He has become a hero to Switzerland and become his country's most famous ever sportsperson.
He was even awarded a title one year, the Swiss of the Year, which is not limited to sportsmen only, but to the whole population. And yeah, his impact is huge. He's the best ambassador probably Switzerland could dream for.
Roger is the greatest player in history because of all the titles he's won, his longevity, and the fact he can play on every surface.
In terms of what he's done for the sport, absolutely Roger Federer is the most important tennis player of any time.
He was once a ball boy who dreamed of becoming a pro.
My motivation has come from my idols, my heroes, myself living a dream as a kid, wanting to become a great player.
The young Federer made his dream come true. Now youngsters look to him as a role model, and they couldn't choose anyone better.
Have many people, holding up signs, waiting for me to sign autographs and take a picture with me, and that's something that really motivates me in a big way. And I hope I can keep it up for much, much longer.